Yeah, so I grew up in like a normal family, mother, father, sister, but my father had problems with alcohol. I don't think I see alcohol as something so easy for me, and I know that it can have a really negative impact on families, as it did for me. And I worry as well that drinking alcohol, I could end up with alcohol problems. So I remember them fighting, and I just knew something wasn't right. But a big part of alcoholism is denial. Right. So it's hard and all of the different family members might be at a different stage of acceptance or denial at different times. So it's hard for everybody to come together and be on the same page. The longer it went on for, the more withdrawn he was, connected from people. He tried his very best to, go to work and he was always very supportive and really helpful, but for his own life, he wasn't taking care of himself. We did things like poured the alcohol down the sink, birthday wishes, like anything, prayed, begged. But in my experience, that didn't work. So his reaction, if we tried to confront him, it didn't usually end up in any change, and it would maybe upset him more, but he didn't show that to us. But I think in hindsight, it would have been better for me to not try and persuade him to do something, because I ended up feeling like I had failed and there was no change in the way that he was acting. The support that I got from people when I learned about alcoholism is that you didn't cause it, you can't cure it, and you can't control it. And it's no different to having pneumonia or someone with a cough, or, you don't ostracize people, or, you don't blame them for their problem. So that was a real relief to me. Through actions, I was able to communicate what my views, and so I was able to have conversations with him and tell him that I loved him and that I was thankful for all that he'd done, and so yeah, I'm really lucky that I had that time with him. I'm doing lots better, and I have support networks now that I didn't have when I was a child and when I was a teenager. So the advice I would give to other members dealing with this kind of situation is don't feel ashamed, and if you can, find people that you can trust outside the family that you can talk to, because everybody in the family, in my experience, everybody in the family is in some way connected and impacted by the person that's got a problem with drinking, and so they haven't got the same perspective, and it's really important that you take care of yourself, and just keep the focus on yourself and get support from people if you feel able to.